We are live from Podcast City, Melbourne, Australia. It's The Track, filmed in front of a zero studio audience. Your host Sam Taunton every week brings the heat. Self-appointed heat he brings. This week on the show we have DJ Sarah, one half of the fantastic group IN2STELLAR. She'll be discussing all things music industry, labels, bands, DJ, self-managed artists. She also reveals what DJs really do on those buttons on DJ decks. What are they there for? Wow. To quote disgraced fisherman and football player guy Rex Hunt, this is dizzy stuff, folks. Man, that's got to be the worst intro ever. Berlin, I went there for the first time recently. Weirdest. Yeah. I'm going to say it's the weirdest city I've ever been to.
What made it so weird?
Well, because, some stuff happened in history, you know.
Oh, in history. I thought you were going to say stuff happened on the trip.
No, not to me. Oh, did stuff happen?
Yeah, like 5 a.m.
really
in the dark room, some stuff happened.
Yeah, well, no, it was. I did have one of those weird Berlin nights where it's like all of a sudden 10 a.m. and you're like, whoa, what just happened? But because historically.
Oh, yeah, no, totally.
All the stuff, right?
Yeah,
so they had to rebuild the whole thing. So the middle of it, I went on this walking tour and went to Hitler's bunker. They're like, see that window? That's where Hitler's office was. And you're like, that's an Ibis hotel. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I do know what you mean.
And then the other side of it is the crazy party scene, the dance scene. And you're like, how is this all and then obviously the fucking wall in the middle of the place as well. It's truly the weirdest place I've ever been.
It is really weird and there is a bit of a grim energy. It was giving when I was leaving.
Yeah.
There, the government was shifting. People were getting more right wing. It was pretty gnarly. Yeah. And then you kind of in the club and you're like, woo, whatever.
Yeah, the club.
But the club. But there was an energy of you kind of there and you're like, there's some fucked up shit's happened here.
That's exactly what I felt.
Yeah, and it becomes more. I mean, I don't know how. I'm sure other people weren't thinking like that. I was just getting really deep into my own psyche while I was there, and I was like, what the hell? Hello, are we not going to talk about what happened?
I know.
And the Germans are so intense as well.
They're crazy people.
So I was just like, I don't know if this is it for me, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, there was a moment where I was drinking a margarita and I was like, I don't think this feels right. I think I should be having a moment of a minute of silence to contemplate things.
Yeah. It's almost like you're like, wait, guys, are we going to talk about
Yeah, I know.
And that's why I don't know. There was I really do know that energy.
But if you're DJing though, there's that's what the DJing world it actually doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because my friend, he lived in East Berlin.
Yeah.
I can't remember the suburb.
I'm like.
Yeah. But it's kind of a really cool area, and he was saying that it was just abandoned after the wall fell, and then people just moved in, and then started going into these places and just started putting on nights, and that's how the whole kind of I guess DJ club electronic scene started in there. And I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah. On paper, that makes sense. But it's still crazy because of next door is Hitler's bunker, Totally. It's just an insane place.
I know, 100%. I mean, there's this kind of double-sided thing. And there's also an interesting culture there. There's the really extreme party culture, but there's also a lot of wellness culture.
Yeah. And the sauna situation.
Yeah. Well,
and everyone takes their clothes off.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
You like that?
I went to a nude sauna.
But why do they have to do...
why is it textile-free zone?
Yeah. Because this guy, he was like, oh, it's for cleanliness. And I was like, well,
no.
I don't know. Personally, I like a layer of cover when it comes to cleanliness.
Do you know what's so funny? I've been to this nude sauna a few times and I've never been like, why?
Oh, you're just in there being like, this is...
Well, I'm like, rules are rules.
That's a pretty German response, actually.
Yeah, I was like, well, do what they say. Right. Yeah, so you, have you been to one of these?
I haven't been to one.
Textile free?
Well, I'm not, is that the term, textile free?
Yeah, I just think it's so funny. There's this one, they're called Verbali.
Verbali. Yeah, that's the one I've heard about. And my friend went to, my friend was trying to get me to go on the night to leave, but my other friend went off that recommendation.
It is awesome. So you go and then you have to put your clothes in a locker and then you get a robe.
I've heard about the robe.
And then you just have this robe and then to go in the sauna, you're naked. But the thing is, everyone else is. And by the end, after you spent 6 hours there, you're like, why do we even wear clothes?
Yeah,
that's crazy. It's just bodies, and you kind of like, yeah,
Australians
habituate into the
Australians are
colony.
too. It would never work here.
Don't you think?
Well, we're like crazy rule followers. And I know, well, maybe we would then. Actually, if like, oh, they had like no clothes, we're like, absolutely, whatever you say. I don't know. I just think we're like so, I don't know. We're not, there's that Central European thing the Germans have going on where it's like they're a bit freaky. Like there's a bit of a, there's a screw loose.
Yeah.
Whereas like we've got that English thing sort of preserved in our culture where it's a bit like we're a bit stuck up.
Yeah. And a bit, I mean, it's hard to say. I feel like when you're in any space and everyone else is doing something and acting chill about it, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like,
so if you had like
if you were
on,
being weird about it, it's like you're the freak.
Yeah. It's like, what a fucking
like,
weirdo.
hello.
This is,
like, yeah, we're on. Yeah.
Yeah. Just get your.
But if they have like a restaurant in there, you can like get wine.
Do you have
and
to
like
put clothes on to be?
No, you wear your robe.
You can't eat. I think I draw the line at eating nude.
It's pretty. Yeah, but you're in a robe.
Yeah, but eating nude is weird, right?
Yeah, fully nude.
Fully nude
Like
eating.
obviously no disrespect to anyone out there.
Oh no, of course. I'm just thinking about my life.
Just in general.
I don't think I've ever eaten a meal nude.
I definitely would have, but like I can't recall the exact.
Yeah, see, well, you can't recall. You sound like a politician.
Have you ever
trying to
eaten
dodge
in the bath?
Like, well, no. So I don't have baths. And,
at all.
Well, so the last time I had a bath, I don't know. This story doesn't paint me in a good light, but my girlfriend tried to have like a sexy bath with me, and she was like, and I don't really like baths at all. I kind of like the bathroom and showering, like I like it as me time. It's like good thinking time, right?
That is.
So the idea of a sexy bath, I'm like, ugh, like
gotta
I'm
think
like,
of your jokes.
well, yeah. I mean, I know that sounds awful, but that's anyway.
No, I'm being serious.
So she put a bath bomb in and like. Like, I don't know, Steely Dan's playing in the background or whatever.
You're like, can I try this bit on you?
Yeah. And then we got in and then it was working. We're both in the bathtub and I was relaxing.
Yeah.
And then I burped a little bit. But then immediately I was like, that's going to ruin the bath. So she was like, did you burp? And then I lied immediately to her. I was like, I didn't burp. And she was like, you burped. And I was
now
like,
you're gaslighting.
Yeah, so now I was gaslighting her in the bath. And I'm like, I didn't burp. It was a movement in the back of my throat. That's what I was trying to justify. It was insane behavior from me. But I was under stress because I don't normally, I'm never with someone in the bathroom. Anyway, so then she got out of the bath. It was like pathetic end to the sexy bath. She gets out, there's like pedals attached to her body.
You're like,
and I'm like just sitting in the bath
babe,
alone.
Just quickly, let me just get
Totally, yeah. And then she just left and I sat there like Forrest Gump till it got cold. Listening to Steely Dan. I don't want to do your dirty work. And I'm just
just wading through the pedals.
I know, it was pathetic. So that's why
you don't do baths.
That's why I haven't eaten in a bath, basically. Long story short.
Them.
Yeah. But you eat in a bathtub?
I've eaten in the bath, yeah.
Yeah, that's
not really on purpose.
Yeah, okay.
Just like,
it just happens.
It just sometimes you're trying to get a lot done at the same time. I'm a busy girl,
I get it. You are a busy girl, and thank you for coming on and doing the show.
Oh, my pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
I
don't know anything about like people that work in the music industry,
yeah.
except our producer Harry, who works in, and I kind of am often ranting towards him about how I think the industry's broken and corrupt.
Oh, can you do it to me? The rant?
Well, I just think I think there's these, at every avenue, artists are getting exploited.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think like the rise of...
We kind of like it. No, I'm kidding.
No. But then I was thinking about it on the drive here, right? Yeah. And I was like, but maybe it's like just...
Maybe they like it.
Maybe it's not they like it, but maybe it's just because like artists... And I throw myself in this category because it's like I'm a comedian and I tour. But maybe we're all just idiots and we don't stand up. And we just like, if we didn't want to get exploited, we could just find a different business model and do it ourselves. But it just seems like there's some big players. And I mean like live touring is a big one. And then I mean like streaming of music distribution, music consumption. Your thoughts, please.
Hello, welcome to my TED Talk.
No, but I'm fascinated by it.
There's a lot in this. I mean, I've thought a lot about this and I don't want to, take it all with a grain of salt. All of your listeners.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mum, listen up. Yeah. She's the only one.
What's up, Mum?
Maybe your mum as well, hopefully.
Yeah. She's too busy.
She got a lot of media commitments. Yeah. She's got Rogan this afternoon.
Yeah. She'll have to put it in her calendar to check this out. I'll send her a calendar invite.
Yeah, great. Pop me on it as well.
So I feel like also it's because you like your job. I do think there's part of that element to it. Like people are like, oh, you love it. So like, why don't you just do it for free? You know?
That is such a good opening point.
Thank you.
Because I always think that as well, because people are like, oh, everyone else hates their job, but you like your job. So it's okay that you don't get to earn as much money or you get like rorted a little bit.
But you like it. Yeah. So why would we pay you money?
Yeah.
Because you're having a good time already.
Yes. Not a valid argument.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Should we all get more jaded? And then I think also there's like, because you're an artist and in this creative world and you do like your job, and also I feel like culture around creativity and performing and the arts is very like free and a bit like anti-establishment and anti-capitalist, and you don't want to be a sellout and all these things. But like on the other hand, there's not necessarily like a push for you to learn business skills or learn how to really stand up for yourself and all these things, which I think is perpetuated by the people that benefit off that, like all the teams around artists.
They don't want you to learn.
Yeah, and I don't think they realize that. But I feel like there's a little bit of that.
Because, they would talk about the art, like, so in their world. So maybe they all work in an office.
The business world.
And then they have their artists. They would be like, oh, they're all so hopeless.
Yeah.
That, they can't
they don't
reply
do
to
enough
an email.
TikToks.
They don't do TikToks. They've all got ADHD.
Yeah.
All this stuff they would talk about.
Yeah.
But secretly, you're right, they would want that so the business model can continue, so everyone can stay in their job.
And I mean, look, that's a big sweeping generalization, but I also manage some artists and have my own artist project, and it's interesting being on both sides of that.
Yeah.
And sort of being a manager, but knowing what it's like to be an artist, like I'll sort of make different decisions. Like if an artist is like, I don't want to do TikToks, I'm like, all good, but like, how are you going to get your music to your fans?
Do you say it like that to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would really throw a what's the saying? A rocket up my ass if you said
really?
it. You just saying it like that. Yeah, because because normally people are like, you got to do this. And I'm like, I don't want to do that.
So you'd be like, okay, that's totally fine, but like, how should we do it? Like, do you want to do like, where's your audience? And then they're like,
oh my God.
And then either they're like, email or whatever the fuck, I don't know.
Email. That's a strong answer.
Maybe.
Australia Post is what I'm angling
Carrier
towards.
pigeon, or they'll be like, oh yeah, okay, true, we should do TikToks. And I said this to a bunch of managers once, and a manager was like, that's one of the smartest things I've ever heard someone say, and I was like, the bar is so low.
Yeah, but have you seen? My face hasn't looked this electric for years.
Oh my God.
You just saying, how else are you going to get? And I was like, oh my God, you've cracked the code. Do you think, like you said you make different decisions because you're artist side and then you're like manager side. Do you think that is like, it helps? I mean, I guess it helps the artist in the end, but are you ever now more sympathetic to the people industry side as well?
Totally.
Which is the thing I would hate. That would annoy me.
I started working as a manager and I like apologized to my agent.
Really?
I was like, sorry. Just general sorry.
A general sorry for
like,
everything.
Sorry about,
But why? What were you, so like?
Because you can be a little brat. You're like, why aren't I getting this and why aren't I getting that?
I don't want to unload the dishwasher.
Yeah. Mom, I don't want that for dinner. Sorry, I'm my agent. And then I was just, I don't know, like you just see that like it's actually just up to the artist. Like if they're doing really well, like opportunities are going to come in.
Yeah. I guess it is all still up to the artist, right? So it's like the manager can help, but I think people...
It's a lot of pressures put on teams around the artist or creative, I think, as well. But I do think there needs to be a little bit of I think people need to kind of like merge a bit more. Like when I was mostly an artist and also working in music, people would be like, well, which one are you going to do? Like, what are you going to choose? Especially in Australia.
You can't do both.
And I was like, well, it's kind of the same thing. Like managing an artist and being a self-managed artist, like one, you just go on the stage.
And
one, you're just on the side.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually like 4 steps
it's like
when you
literally
think about it.
I went to London. I was in like the UK and everyone's like, oh yeah. I'm like, I think this is because it's so expensive there. But like a lot of the people working in music were like, yeah, and I also manage this artist and I have my side project and blah, blah, blah. And they were doing all these different things. And I was like, oh, you can just like...
You can do more of it.
Yeah. But I do think there's a big separation between like artists, communities and this more like corporate manager industry side, and it's sort of viewed as like these two worlds, but they are the same.
They're coexisting.
And they need to listen to each other more.
Oh, wow. And that is the end of the TED Talk. That was fantastic. And cut. Look down the camera and do your and cut.
Yeah, and cut.
Beautiful. That was a beautiful point. Yeah, zoom in.
Let's talk shit now. No, I'm kidding.
I think like with like obviously like music consumption has changed, but maybe that has given artists more freedom in a way as well. Like I feel like there is more control, or like maybe in like that, you know, you look at the music industry in like the 70s or the 80s and it's like just big labels.
Exactly.
You got to get signed to a label, whereas now it's like kind of not. So there is more opportunity and more like you can be a big self-managed artist as well.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. And people maybe choose to do that as opposed to being. So maybe I'm too quick to judge and there are benefits to how everything's going. But I don't know. I just still think like, I think I just get annoyed because on the project we interviewed the CEO of Frontier or Live Nation. And I was like, what are the fucking secret hidden ticket charges or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then like, you know, whatever, some bullshit answer.
There is a bit of bullshit with that.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, if you don't know like how to see that or what, I mean, I used to work in ticketing. So I got a budget the other day and I was like, this looks suspiciously high. Oh, what a niche thing to like know and be able to pick out. Like I literally worked in ticketing, but like other artists or even anyone is not going to see that.
Well, you don't know.
How would you know?
The cost of a ticket price and everything based around.
And there's a lot of like smoke and mirrors and people trying to, you know, I think obviously artists shouldn't be exploited, but I think they should be empowered as well to like learn how to, do their own thing and look after themselves. And I think like people make themselves really necessary when you could sort of teach your artist how to do stuff.
So we could do like some short course business stuff.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could
I don't know why
diversify
I'm saying
the
me
income.
because I need to attend. Is what I need to do.
We could. Well, you could be the face of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like I could be like the guy, you know, in those superannuation ads where it's
Yeah.
like the bad guy and then the good guy.
Yeah.
With the same super, but one's in an industry super fund.
Which are you?
I'm the bad guy, but it's like you could then put someone else up next to me
Yeah.
and you could just see their bank balances going up and up and up.
Yeah,
Because I don't know anything. And my friend the other day, we had the same accountant for a while and he was like, I was trying to talk tax to him and he was like, it's not your job to know this stuff. It's the exact opposite advice that you gave me.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, no. Because it's taken me so long to learn this stuff. Like I'm still like figuring that stuff out.
Yeah.
It's so complicated.
It is so complicated.
Yeah. Oh, tax.
Do you think social media has like, is it hurting music? Because I feel like you look at like songwriting now or like people putting their music out there, they're like, what's the bit that could then get clipped? What could go, what could pop?
Yeah.
And if people are looking for that, is that affecting overall like the quality of like things that people are putting out?
I think it depends on like the area, like the certain scene within the scene that you're looking at.
Totally.
Because there's a whole lot of artists that like aren't even really on social media. Like for example, a lot of DJs like don't ever release music.
Exactly.
So they're not even on Spotify or what. So that's actually all irrelevant. But they like sell tickets in their local community, and people will know who they are and buy the music, or like, you know, go on SoundCloud. Or they're not even in that kind of
that
space,
bigger, broader
that
space.
sphere. Like I think these. Yeah, so maybe in a way, like that is a part of it, but it's not the whole scene. You know what I mean?
So, okay, that's interesting.
But I do think that's a thing. Like I definitely think when you're doing a DJ set, especially like at a bigger festival, people are like wanting to get that moment that will like go viral on TikTok.
Well, if you're producing your own music, it's the
Instagram.
easiest way to like.
Yeah, and you might want it to have like a really big moment in it, and then you can see the stuff that like goes crazy on social media. But I've had to like just get off. Like I've had
Socials?
to just just delete Instagram for like a few weeks, and then, which is funny if someone
You're
that knows me is
detoxing?
listening to this, they're gonna be like, "You're always on fucking Instagram."
Yeah.
But
It's good
not
stuff
always,
though.
but like because you just get like your brain just gets all these ideas in it
Yeah.
that then when you're trying to make music or create, you think that that's what it should be like.
Yeah,
and
none
it's
of it
accidental.
is real. You need to do what you need to get off social media and do what I say that like it's killing me not scrolling right now.
Yeah,
but
you're
like I'm just like, oh God, what am I missing
Got, like,
out
a
on?
fidget spinner.
But what did that guy do, that artist? Someone broke up with him and Bon Iver, and he just went to the woods in a cabin for
I'm
like a
obsessed
year,
with him.
which is like psycho, by the way.
No,
like,
it's awesome.
Didn't talk to anyone for a year.
I want to be him.
No.
If I could swap lives with anyone, it would be
Him?
Yeah.
No,
He,
he's like-
he has a barn in the Midwest.
I know, but it's
It's
like
dope. He didn't even tour his last album. He just released
That
the
is
album.
cool.
He's like, I'm not going on tour.
that is cool.
I'm like, that's so dope.
Yeah, you'd love that creative freedom. But you know what I mean? He wouldn't have gone on social media and then he just makes
Yeah.
albums.
Yeah, I don't know if you find this with jokes, because I was thinking about this.
Okay.
When you're like on TikTok all the time and on Instagram or whatever, are you like accidentally picking up on what everyone's talking about there in that little zeitgeist, and then you're like, that's becoming the topics for people, you know, for your...
No, but I mean, the real answer is that the problem with social media and comedy is that like the jokes people do are like, you couldn't do them. They're like old. They're like almost street jokes, or they're like, even the premise is like hack for a comedian. So it's like done basically.
Oh, really?
But because people don't know, because like they're just seeing it for the first time, you know? So like, you would never be like, you'd be like, I just get annoyed, and I'm like, well, that's the worst joke I've ever heard, and it's got 25 million comments underneath it.
Yeah.
Like,
Does
unless
it get
it's
you
like
down? Are you
stand-up
like,
comedy.
that's not even funny? Like, why has that got so much hype?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
But that's like the judgment in the art scene is what it's all about.
Yeah.
The group chats that where you just bitch about other people. Because I feel like
You go on, like, you see a post and I'll be like, like 100 likes, like 200 shares.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know you're all.
I know what's happened to you. Yeah. It's always worrying when it's your post as well. You're like, these numbers aren't in my favor here.
Totally. And you're like, yeah, all right.
I get it. I get it. Is there like in the DJing community, is there like, I assume there's always gossip, but is there like backstabbing? Is there drama? Because as a punter, all you see is someone like just up there kind of out, you know, in the vision, it's dark. They're kind of above some decks. They're bobbing along. No one ever sits. I was thinking about that as well. Have you ever sat while DJ?
No, I've done it one time and it was so awesome.
Was it good?
That's like my magnum opus.
Really, to
now,
sit
down and DJ. It's so
I think
good.
you could do it. It'd be like MTV Unplugged.
It's so sick. I did it once.
It's like stripped back.
I did it in a tea lounge at Strawberry Fields. It was like 10 a.m. and I was like teaching a workshop in there, a DJ workshop.
Oh, cool.
And there was no one there yet, and they're like, "Can you just play some music?"
There's no one there.
Zero people. Yeah, there was people there.
That's
there was
the
people like
thing.
still sleeping from the night before, and like it was like, you know, Burning Man-esque, but cool.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's in
lounge.
like the bush.
It's
right?
in the bush, and on the Murray.
I've never
and
been,
got,
but
like,
I've seen
Persian rugs everywhere, and
photos.
There's, like, really nice people.
It does look like
serving you little
looks like
tea.
fun. It
It's
looks dirty,
really
though.
good. Yeah, but you can have a shower.
Yeah, that's.
Or you can swim in the river.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
And so you sat.
Yes, I was sitting down on the floor, and the decks were like on this tiny little table, and I was just playing music, and I was like, "This is awesome."
That's what life's all about.
That's what life's all about.
Because you know how like you go into a little bar and there'll be some 45-year-old bloke whose aspirations are to be a DJ, you know, and like he's DJing.
They're usually really good though.
I know some of the tunes are like
they're pulling out their old vinyl.
Yeah, I
know.
know.
For years,
I'm trying to be cynical and make fun of the guy the hipster guy with the beard and glasses. But often rules. But they're often standing, and I'm like, brother, there's 8 people in here.
Yeah, but you know
Take
what?
a seat and chill.
Stool.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can
what are you
see
going to
it
show
on
me?
camera, but like stool like that. Sit.
And you just pop down.
Just pop a little.
I love that. That's nice.
And then you swap legs.
Oh yeah. And then that's good. Then you can
They don't
stabilize your core as well.
Yeah,
I get a medicine ball.
Every now and then I just go for a run just to like check I can still smash out
whilst
like
performing.
No, but
Actually, just
just in real life.
You go for a run. Yeah, cool.
I go for a run. That's it. No, just to check I can still do it, and I'll like be able to run. I'm like, damn, like, and I'm like, it's because I'm doing like 6 hours of Zumba every fucking weekend.
When you're
just
up
like
there.
standing there.
Yeah,
we got to dance, otherwise, you know.
Yeah. You got to
people will realize you're not really doing anything else.
Is that what I mean? I will get back to. I want to know about backstabbing and bitching in the DJing industry. But is that something? Are you conscious of like what your body is doing? Because, like so say if you played guitar up there, it's like you're covered by a guitar. But there's moments when I watch DJs and they'll have a drink.
Oh yeah.
And then I see them kind of. I think they for a moment they go, oh shit, what am I doing? And then they're like, got to get back into it and get their head back in the game.
I'm like, so I usually DJ back to back with Georgia, who's in my DJ duo.
You guys are a duo
We're
together.
A duo, yeah.
What's it called again? I do know the name.
IN2STELLAR. But I've got my DJ Sarah solo project.
I like DJ Sarah. It's classic. It's sleek.
Thanks.
It's like it says what it is on the box.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's
and I've
good.
obviously toyed with changing it. I mean, when I first had to come up with a DJ name, it was a very stressful time.
I truly can't think of anything more stressful
because
is
so stressful.
Of all the names that are going to get If you could name any, like if you just have a band, a 4-piece band, no one gives a fuck what the name is.
No.
But if you have a lame DJ name, people are like,
it's so easy to be lame. I know. And you can unlame it. Like, I think if your music's good, whatever in the end. But at that point, like I was like 21.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I had all these really bad names. And then I
come on, throw some out there.
Oh, they were like,
Please, por favor.
I was like, Daphne. I mean, that's literally already a person.
Yeah, I know, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so good that it's been done, you know, and like just shit like that. I was like trying to make up words like that didn't exist.
Yeah,
and, like,
name generator things.
Oh,
yeah.
Like, I don't know. I actually can't even think of them because they're that bad. But like, and then I remember telling the club promoters, I was like, all right, DJ Sarah. And they all like piss themselves laughing, but they're like kind of cool. And I was like, okay.
I agree. I think it hits you, but you're like, yeah.
Because you know what it was? This is like where my mind was when I was 21. I was like, what if I ever do an interview? And they go, where did your DJ name come from?
Like what's happening? What's happening right now?
I know. Having it, I'm like, oh.
It is interstellar. It's like we've gone back.
I know. I'm like, holy shit.
Through the
it's
bookshelf. It's happening right now.
So yeah, but when I'm by myself, I mean, or when I'm with Georgia, we'll play like one track for one track. But while she's doing the mixing of the next track, I'm standing there. And if you're on a stage, especially on a stage where the DJ decks like don't have a curtain over them and your legs are out,
you can't have
I'm busy. Like I'm drinking. I'm like I've started putting lipstick on. Like I'm just
you got to do
around,
things because otherwise it's an interesting world because you're not a dancer, but you've kind of got to dance. You got to bop a little bit.
I've been bopping, yeah.
You've got to be bopping.
I'm notorious for a bop.
You're bopping. You got to be bopping.
Yeah, I mean, I've started. It's almost like full blown improvised choreography at this point.
Really?
Yeah, it's been 8 years. You know, you just get spins.
Are you doing spins?
Not like full spins, but you know,
a
bit of like half.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, you're aware of your body because you see videos back of yourself.
But it's hard. Like I feel like. This is what I'm about to say could be a controversial gendered statement, right? I feel like the bop is easier if you're a female DJ because women are just generally like way more into dancing and having fun. And male DJs are often dweeby nerds,
But
right?
I think they have to be, you know.
Oh, because of expectation.
We gotta, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really thought about this before. I actually did do dance for like.
So you've got the stuff.
I was dance captain of my school.
Hell yes.
Yeah, that's it though. And I mean, the pool was pretty small.
Yeah,
like, they're like, okay, it's either you or the other girl. Like, who's going to be dance captain?
Dance captain is, yeah. In my head for a second, I was like, well, sports captain is pretty big. I'm sure dance captain is equally as prestigious.
I know. I gotta talk that up more. But it does. It sounds prestigious. That's all that matters, really. And yeah, so my parents paid for like 15 years of dance lessons.
And it's paid off.
And finally.
It's really paid off.
Yeah.
But I was watching Jamie XX DJ and he was like, his head goes up and that's it. Nothing more.
He's a chill DJ
chill
guy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's good exercise as well.
It is good exercise.
So that's, you know.
And then so back to the gossip.
Oh, yeah.
What have
you heard?
Like, well, no, but I mean, comedy is brutal. Like,
is it?
If you're bombing... You just know that everyone knows about it. Like if you're at a gig.
Like publicly, like everyone knows that or you're all like pretending that you're not bitching about it later, but you are.
I think it's like it's just an agreement that we know. You can't live your life thinking about it. You just have to know that the way actually you have to approach it is you have to be like, I bitch about people and other people bitch about people.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I'm the exception and no one's bitching about me. Because otherwise you'll go crazy.
You have to think like that a little bit.
You have to. Like,
or not even think about it at all.
Yeah. But is there a lot of like, oh my God, I can't believe that person got that gig.
Yeah.
They're not even that good. What they're doing is so reductive.
Yeah. I would imagine it's very similar.
I think it would be similar.
Like almost identical. Like I think that's this because it's similar things. It's like gigs, it's like opportunities, different profile, you know.
But I think it's similar in the fact that there's a level of ego to it.
Yeah.
That is maybe different to like people that do other types of performing arts. Because what comedy is essentially is like, I'm just like, hey, I just think I'm going to talk better than you. Really do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Which is like, I'm a comedian.
Yeah, which is the most insane thing to do.
It's because it's not being like, I'm a person who's going to get up here and talk. You're like, I'm literally funny.
Yeah. Totally. And yes, there is like a lot of skill and practice
Yeah,
that comes with
obviously.
it. But DJing as well is like, you have to mix, you have to produce, so there is skill to it. But at its core, you're like,
You're playing songs.
I'm playing songs.
Yeah.
So
you're
like,
not being like, hey, I'm a fucking mixologist, Like,
yeah,
I
totally.
mean,
So there
the
is
bartender's already got that, but like,
yeah, he's just it's going away. But you know what I mean? Like, so there is this sense of ego attached to it that like, I think you have to have, which is why there's probably similarity in the way people react within the industry.
Yeah, because I think it's also you're being like, I'm playing songs, but like I'm the best person in this room at playing songs.
Yes,
And I
exactly.
will play songs that you like. You know what I mean?
And that's
like,
why I get the
so
stage.
there has to be a little bit of ego.
Yeah.
That's why I'm on the big stage and you're not.
Exactly.
Losers. That's
so,
how I
but that
feel.
ego interacting with the other people that have the egos, even though everyone's probably chill and lovely, in the same way in comedy.
Yeah.
Like all my best friends are comedians,
Yeah.
but like that still is like an undercurrent going
Absolutely,
through
because
everything.
you have to have some element of ego to be in doing this. Like you can't be fully detached from your ego because you're literally asking people to pay you to come and play songs or people to pay a ticket to come and see your show.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not a bad thing, but it's the balance between like self and ego, really.
Totally.
Not to get all Rick Rubin up in here, but
No, Rick Rubin. I like Rick Rubin.
I'm
He's
like,
a cool
alright.
guy. Yeah, really relaxing. You grow a beard out of nowhere.
Yeah. I'm
But
feeling relaxed.
so, is there like anyone vicious, or is it quite supportive? I feel like Australia would be a smaller scene than like
There's
here
definitely
in New York
vicious
or like
vibes. I've really detached from it a little bit recently. Like I used to
The
love
scene.
bitching, yeah. And now I'm like, whatever.
I kind of have it as well, even though I was talking about how fun it is.
Is it an age thing? I don't know.
I think it's an age thing.
How
When
old
you
are
get to dishwasher, I'm 35.
Okay, nice.
So when you get to dishwasher
Yeah.
age,
Yeah.
I think it's over.
Well, because you're just like, oh, I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna unpack the dishwasher. But the
Yeah.
tired thing is, this is like the main question I had.
Oh,
to ask you.
speaking of tired,
We've
yeah.
been getting there. Is
Yeah.
like, how much do you struggle sleeping? Literally, that's the main thing I wanted to ask you because I'm
People
like,
are fascinated by this.
I know because you
Because the scheduling thing.
because I do comedy, but it doesn't go that late. Like, and it's
Yeah.
like I'm out at nights, but you can get to bed by 11 most nights. But it's like
Goals.
things don't start popping till midnight
Yeah.
a lot of the time, and then everyone's like drunk in the crowd, and they kind of assume the DJ is at least getting close to the vibe, but you probably are a bit more sober, but you're still probably up till 2 or 3 a.m.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. Like it's in Europe, it's pretty crazy because sometimes you'll be booked to play like 4 a.m. till 7 a.m. or something.
So what's the play? Are you staying
There's
up?
different plays. Like
Yeah.
the recently, I in an ideal world,
Yep.
like I'll try and sleep before.
I love
which
that.
I practiced and learned and crafted at Revolver upstairs.
Oh, what? Sleeping in
Sleeping
Revolver?
Sleeping
Before
the set.
Revolver.
Yeah, it trained me.
That's great. And
Yeah.
that's what Revolver,
That's
in
what
many
it's
ways,
about.
it is a training ground.
Yeah, for partying,
For
really
partying,
hard.
for DJing,
Yeah.
for the coming of life.
It
You have
is.
to go and train there for a little bit to know what you like and what you don't
Yeah,
like.
some people go to like, I don't know, NIDA. I was at Revolver
You're
upstairs.
at Revolver,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, learning
It's
my
your
craft.
NIDA. We should get government funding for Revolver.
For the arts cultural hub
Exactly.
of Australia.
But are you then groggy when you get up there?
You honestly,
you start playing
no,
the weirdest
you just
tracks.
like you just do it. I mean, my real training ground was Baker's Delight. So I worked at Baker's Delight.
Little
when I
cheesy
was,
scroll.
like- when I was like 20, I wasn't like 16. I was like 21, and I was DJing.
Is that too late to be working at Baker's Delight?
Yes, I mean, well,
Did you have to wear a hat like a?
yeah. I nearly brought it in today.
Why didn't you bring it in? Is
don't
the hat compulsory?
Yes,
Why do bakers wear the hat so they don't get flour in their hair?
I wasn't baking. I was just serving
Yeah,
the
but you're
bread.
close to the bakers.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't get. But also, yeah, it was compulsory.
That's
And you have to
any
wear an
any
apron.
work environment that a
Wears a
hat
uni-
is compulsory is you cannot be.
I'm
working there.
still grateful every day when I don't have to put on a uniform.
Yeah, I know.
Especially that one.
It's got to be one of the worst.
It's got-
I'm
yeah.
a fan of their products, but like
Yeah, me too.
just the uniform, what they do to these people,
I know.
at the start of their lives is cruel.
I know. So I'm midlife. Well, mid young life.
What's
in
the
my
cutoff?
20s.
19.
I think, to be honest, I still like walk past Baker's Delight. I'm like, damn, that was a good time.
I feel like it would be fun, and I also feel like Baker's Delight. It's not. No disrespect, Baker's Delight. Please sponsor the show. But
I was gonna say
that'd be a great sponsor. But it's not like the cool in the age
No.
and day and age of cool
it's no
bakeries.
Falco,
But everyone has got a little.
You
It's
have
like
an order.
It's like Neighbours. It's no one's favorite show, but people
We
will,
watch it.
people will rattle off things they
Yeah.
know about it, and people often just zip into Baker's
Yeah,
Delight
pop
to
it.
get a little thing.
$4, whatever.
Yeah,
Get a little
whatever.
Scroll. Fuck it. I
No
don't know.
crime, no
Same
crime.
shit.
No one
Sorry,
knows.
Sorry,
Dirty
sorry.
little secret.
It's got a scone, right? You eat them too. It's not bacon to Chirico or whatever the fuck.
How do we get on to Baker's Delight? You work there.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, so I was working there. I was starting at 6 a.m. I was starting at 6 a.m. And I was also being a DJ. So I would like have to like DJ till like 2 a.m. or something. And then I'd like go and sleep for a little bit. And my dad
he intervened.
Was in like the Navy. Well, he's still in the Navy.
Yep.
And he was like, he used to do night shift and fly the police helicopter around.
Oh.
He was like, so similar job to me.
Of course. Yeah.
So
high stress and similar importance.
And he's like,
really.
all right, listen, when we're on night shift, he's like, you have a 90-minute nap. He's like, if you have 5 hours sleep and then a 90-minute nap, it's the same as 8 hours of sleeping.
He is incorrect, I think. No disrespect to our...
You can Wikipedia.
No disrespect to our armed forces. They do a great job.
Yeah. Thank you for your service, but...
It doesn't... How in God's name does that...
It's science. I don't know.
How is that science?
It's literally on the internet.
I mean...
Which doesn't make it science, but like...
My feet are on the
NASA,
internet. Like, what are you... like, it doesn't...
No, they did a study.
They did a study?
NASA.
And... The astronauts.
And the astronaut hub. And also... maybe the army or something. Anyway, look, it's the U.S. Army. Because they don't want those people to sleep.
What's the actual stat?
Maybe pressure. Maybe look up sleep study NASA.
Sleep study NASA.
Or
but what did you say?
Army.
It was like
so they say
90...
you can sleep for 5 hours.
5 hours.
I can't wait for all the like sleep experts to like roll up in the fucking
It would be
comments.
people would be annoyed at this.
Yeah, I've tested it. All right.
Okay,
so
NASA studies show that 5 hours sleep is inadequate for astronauts, leading to impaired neurological or neurobehavioral performance similar to experienced on Earth.
But look up napping.
Okay. Napping. But what's the difference between a nap and sleep?
They say. Who's they? Maybe look up
it's
Army study into sleep.
Army. Okay.
They say.
Yes.
The Army. You can sleep for 5 hours and then have 90 minutes later in the day, and it's the equivalent of 8. So that's like an extra 1.5 hours.
Okay.
Have you got something?
Okay, I've got something that potentially could sort of support. Not really though. I mean, this is AI, and AI might be.
No,
you can't trust.
Wikipedia.
What? We're trusting Wikipedia.
Yeah, it's
okay.
The people's pages.
The people's pages. It's unaffected by these robots.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay, Wikipedia. Oh,
I should have prepared.
Oh no. Okay. Polyphasic.
Yeah.
That's the name of it.
Yeah.
And it means, okay, now I'm trying to
sleep more than one time in the day. And they did this. It's
a pattern of sleep which is divided into 2 segments.
Yeah.
Well, I do think I'm glad we're talking about sleep. It's an important issue. Yeah. I had a terrible night's sleep last night. Okay. Yeah. You're tired of the podcast. But like I think this idea of a solid 8 hours through the night, that's a crazy modern thing.
Like it's actually, allegedly. Anyway, so I got really into napping. And then I'd like go to Baker's Delight and then I would like have a nap and then like go out that night or whatever. And then it seemed to be fine.
Well, it would be fine because this is how people lived till everything was safe.
Yeah. Like not to get all,
So you're living at your core.
Not to get all like keto diet.
No,
but
I'm
like,
with you.
Yeah. So
you eat a raw steak,
so I was training
nap for 90 minutes.
Little did I know I was training for Berlin all that time, slicing bread.
Because when you got to Berlin, it's go time.
Well, we just started getting booked for these really crazy set times. And but the thing is, when you say you wake up groggy, if you go to sleep at 10 p.m. and then you wake up at 1:30 and your set is at 3 a.m. And if you don't rock up, they're going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, then you
literally,
again.
like, you just pull it together. You're like, all right, let's go. I have to go.
You can't not go.
You can't not go. Like, what are you going to do? Be like, sorry, I'm like not feeling, like, you have to.
But when you get in there, are you like sleepy?
Nah.
You just, the adrenaline
You just like
in.
on, and then I'll be like, I'm not drinking, and then I'll be like, can I just have one shot of Fireball and a vodka soda?
What is the drinking situation like? Because I have a little bit with this in comedy. Because sometimes you're like, it's good to get on the same page.
Yeah.
But there's a limit, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I've had some, incidences.
Oh,
maybe
really?
like if we had to do it out of like a percentage, I'd say like 0.001%. But I've DJ'd a lot, so
yeah,
it's been a few incidents.
How many times are you DJing a week?
Oh, like 2 or 3 maybe.
And
it depends though. I used to DJ like 6 times a week.
Yeah, no, because this is why it's so similar to stand up, because it's like you have to be going up.
But then
all the time.
Then when you get like, you can start saying no to stuff. It's just like a cycle of your career. And then also it gets to the point where you need to say no so that like it's more exclusive when people start caring. you can say, you know, like if you did a show in Melbourne, whatever, you're not going to like do another one the next night or something.
Well, it depends unless it's like, but what about, is there an unannounced world of like, maybe, I don't know so much in Australia, but in
it's like similar. You could do like an exclusive, like a secret gig or something.
You just turn up and do it. Because like, so everyone does in stand-up, it's like comedy clubs and you turn up and you...
Oh, yeah.
And you go up and you do 10 or 15 minutes.
we don't have like a culture like... Well,
but don't they have it in London? Like people will turn up, or is it still built?
I mean, it sort of is a thing. Like it's definitely happens. Because DJs want to DJ. I guess it's like comedians. You want to do the thing, you know? Yeah,
I know.
But like... Yeah, so I'm still thinking about sleeping.
No, I'm gonna go so deep on it after this.
But like the thing is, I think you just get used to it. But there have been times where like we've been on tour and the schedule is just cooked. Like, and then it gets to the time and you're like, oh crap, oh my god, we've got to be at the airport 2 hours before, and the drive's actually an hour and a half. And we thought, okay, so now we played in Kosovo.
Kosovo?
Yeah, where Dua Lipa's from.
Yeah, I know.
She was in town while we were DJing.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched it like an American 60 Minutes on Dua Lipa's life.
Really?
And it was fascinating.
Really? Yeah. I think she needs a bit more scandal.
You think she's too lovable?
I just think she just...
Is she manufactured, do you think?
I just think I would love a little scandal.
But I think now... Pop stars,
she's so good.
They put an Instagram photo up and they're smoking a cigarette and they're like, that's enough edge.
Yeah,
that's
like I want to see like I want to see you vomiting in the toilet bowl when like eating KFC. You know what I mean? Like,
but I've heard she parties quite a bit.
Yeah, but I have.
But you don't see. This is just word. This is what people say. It's actually from her. I've heard it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, I saw her on some late night show and she's like, I like to party.
Yeah.
That's not how she speaks at all. She's got a very different accent.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you would like to see some more
grit.
Yeah,
but so she was in town. So we were in Kosovo. We DJed till 5 a.m. and then we had a lobby call at 7. So we were getting picked up to go to the airport.
This is no way to live your life.
And then we flew to Dublin, got driven to a festival, and then played there. But like the whole day, we had to fly back through London. It was like 12 hours of traveling to get to this festival. And we just got there and we were like, oh my God.
But this is the life, right? Because...
But that's showbiz, baby.
It's showbiz. And this podcast is showbiz.
Yeah.
This dead plant is showbiz.
This is very showbiz.
It is all showbiz. I know, yeah. Because like you would know green rooms and stuff.
This is...
It's like a toilet. And they're like, hey, do you need anything? And you're like, well, maybe not a toilet bowl. That would be good.
Yeah, totally. Maybe some drinks.
Yeah, it is. It's such a strange little world that you're kind of having to pop up in. In Australia, you played Meredith. Did you play Meredith last year?
Yeah. Were you there?
I was at Meredith, yeah.
Did you see?
What time did you play?
2:30. We played after Jamie XX.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was in a state. Yeah. I do remember you played after Jamie XX.
Yeah.
I think I was like being nursed on a couch or something at the back.
Yeah.
I went a bit too hard.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's a safe space. Lots of couches.
But
yeah, we had fans on stage. But my friends, like I went with like my school friends who like don't give a fuck that I'm a DJ. Like, they're like, all right, loser.
But nor should they. It would be
it's
weird
awesome.
if they were like, oh my God, you're so good.
I'd be like, you're being embarrassing.
Yeah, I know. Can you pull it together, please?
Yeah. I'd be like, no, they would. I've never even thought about it because they would never. But they're like, oh, Meredith's cool, we'll come.
Yeah.
And
it's a big plus.
And I was like, guys, I've got to go backstage and like see the fans. Because I hadn't seen them yet, and I was like, we had this like drawing of what they were gonna look like, and I was like, gotta go see the fans, and they're like, okay, like, and I was like, no, seriously, like, where are the fans? And they were like, thought I was talking about like our fans.
I know, it's pathetic.
They were fans.
Guys, I had a meet and greet planned. Where are they all?
Where are the fans?
They need to be here right now.
So we had fans on the stage because I was like, if people are really fucked up, at least they'll remember like, oh yeah, like that was a big.
Yeah,
unless you're but not
unless
you.
You're me who was.
You're probably at the other end of the bell curve here.
Yeah, it was just I mistimed everything. You know, it's kind of it's all a balancing act when you're at that place, and you lose time.
It's awesome. Yeah,
it's really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. I mean, that was like a real pinnacle for me because I was like, so many of my exes are in the crowd. And I was like,
I thought you were going to say something beautiful about like, it's a coming of age moment I used to attend as a punker.
And there's only one stage.
I know, that is
so
what
I'm
makes
like,
it
you
so
can't
good.
even leave.
I know, it's so good for that.
Yeah.
That reason you can't disappear. There's no being like, and no one has an excuse being like, yo, what stage? I missed that stage. It's like, it's all there. You take your time.
Yeah, you have to watch us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have? I mean, that does rule the X thing, like that they're watching you and they're like, "God damn it, look at those fans up there.
Look at those
She's
fans.
killing
Yeah,
it."
look at her. Look at that silhouette.
Yeah, it's a beautiful that silhouette from the back. As they
Wait,
can't.
is that her?
Is there some kind of like? With partners? Did they? I mean, it'd be hard to date being a DJ.
It is. Really, it actually is really hard.
Not to go back to the sleep thing, the greatest question anyone's ever asked, by the way.
It is.
But like,
it's a good one.
it's a wild lifestyle.
It is really hard to date because you're also like going from, like, for example, I've been in London all year. Now I'm here for like 4 or 5 months.
So where do you say? Do you live here or London? Where would you like to live?
I think I would say, well, when I'm in London, I say I live there.
Yeah.
And then when I'm here, I live here. I feel like this is Melbourne's home.
What a city.
What a city. I mean, we love her. But, you know, London's so big and exciting.
As a performing artist in Australia, honest take, is it too hard? Like, is it just not
It's
big
just
enough?
like big fish, small pond kind of thing. And then you go to London and you're like literally little plankton. No one gives a fuck about you. And that's good for character building.
That was so good continuing the metaphor, the plankton thing. I was like, no one continues that when they say big fish, small pond, and then they go, then you moved somewhere else, there's heaps of other people. You continued with the plankton, and the plankton was perfect. That was great. I loved that. That was fantastic.
That's what happens when we warm up.
Yeah, now we're cooking.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, now you press record. Let's go.
Yeah, Harry, that was star jump time. Now it's time for the Zumba class.
It is hard though. Yeah, just living a transient life. Like I literally have been at my parents', then I'm moving into a house for like 4 months, and then I'll go back to London. But I'm hoping to go back to London and have a house that I don't have to move out of.
Yeah. When I was in Berlin, my good friend Tom, his cousin is in a band called Parcels.
Oh, yeah.
And so I stayed in his apartment.
Oh,
I hope he knows. I don't know if he knows
pretty
that,
nice. They're doing well.
They are doing well.
Yeah, we know Anatole from Parcels.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And they all live in Berlin.
They all live in Berlin. Yeah. They all moved there when they were 18.
Isn't it a crazy story?
Awesome.
But I mean, it kind of goes back to your great big fish, small pond plankton thing from before, because they were like, they didn't even bother with Australia. They just went, and then they're there, and then now they've come back and are doing stuff in Australia.
Which is such a commitment. To be like, long game, we're just going to
be little kids.
Yeah, 18. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God.
They're 18. They've got 3 more years left at Baker's Delight.
At least.
Exactly. But anyway, so he was away. So it was like to travel. And so the apartment was like pretty bare. There were DJ decks and a guitar.
You're like, smart, this is go time.
Now I feel like I'm ragging on, like, I'm like, it wasn't that homely. But
no, but at least it's a place
you
can leave your stuff.
Exactly.
Like, that's the thing. It's like, I'm hoping to go back and have somewhere I can, not have to buy new shit all the time.
Yeah.
And, it's been 2 years. I'm ready for some stability.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know if will you ever get that? Unless you get, like, I guess some huge DJs probably live in a manor. Fatboy Slim, I think. For example, he's kind of gotten to a place, but he must be the richest guy. But he still played Revs recently. Like,
yeah, it's not beneath anyone.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's part of it. It's school. You got to go back to your school.
It's
and
actually
pay respect.
Awesome. Yeah.
Now we're kind of coming to the end. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, this is your podcast.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like, you.
No. You ask you can ask me whatever you want.
Okay, this is so dumb and stupid and probably a hack question.
No
Actually, no, I'm going to ask another question that's probably even more annoying before that.
Okay.
Are you aware that, like, there's like a gap in DJing, right, in perception? So cool DJs, good DJs, everyone's like, oh my God, they're so cool. And they're a commodity, right? People want them at their events. People want to go and see them. Bad DJs are a punchline. Yeah. Are you aware of that?
I mean, I wasn't aware that that's like a common, like,
for example,
theory.
No, so the people would tell a story and they'd be like, I got so drunk, I made out with the DJ.
Oh, yeah, that's
that example.
true.
But then it's like, cool DJ.
Yeah.
DJ Sarah's playing at this thing. It's like, cool, I want to go see.
In the middle.
No, I'm not asking where you are.
Yeah, I know, but
I'm just saying, are you like... It's like, I'll still make out with someone, but also I'm cool.
What we... I'd be like, lol, I made out with DJ Sarah. But she's cool.
She's cool, so it's like pretty
music,
sick. Yeah. No, but are you aware of that? Because comedy is similar as well.
Kind of.
Because like bad open mic comedian's terrible, but cool comedy, everyone's like, oh, it was so funny.
Yeah, like that's what I mean with like this kind of TikTok thing and whatever. Like it's all sitting in a different part of the world, and like you kind of have to just do your own thing.
You can't worry about it.
You can't worry about it because you can't force that kind of stuff. I mean, you can a bit, but like, okay, so what? Like you become a viral
You become
moment.
a viral. Yeah.
You become a virus.
You become a viral.
You become a viral. That's what we call them in the scene.
Yeah.
And then what? You know, like
Yeah.
who's gonna? It's like at the end of the day, like you want people to buy a ticket to come to your show, really. And like, are they gonna come for that one song? Probably, but like, are they gonna come again?
Yeah.
Probably
Is there
not.
going to be longevity?
Yeah, longevity.
Okay. Now this is the real bad question. Okay, you ready? These buttons and knobs on the DJ decks. What are they? What's really going on? I know everyone's like, it's complex.
No.
What's happening? What's going on?
I teach a lot of DJ workshops, and like the first thing I do when I like get, it's usually for women and non-binary people. I'm like, the men, they're fine.
No, the men. Okay, the amount of male DJs, it's like they should be banned for a little bit.
Tax them.
Absolutely tax them.
The rich and the.
But you know when it's like I'm trying to join a golf club. This is a bad analogy, but they're full at the moment, so you got to go on a wait list.
Oh my god,
to get
this
in.
is a good idea.
I think they should do this for DJing. So men are done for a bit.
I'm
not saying if you're an existing male DJ, you're fine. I'm just saying no new ones for maybe 2 years, and then we'll start accepting more.
Yeah. And if you want, you can practice in the meantime.
Of course.
Not stopping you.
Yes,
you can
exactly.
Practice your swing.
You can do whatever you want to do.
Then you'll get it. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want to do. You're a man. You've got plenty of time, and then in 2 years, come back.
Give us a minute. Yeah,
I know.
Let us catch up. So I like teach these DJ workshops, and like the mixer has a lot of buttons and a lot going on, and I'll be like, don't worry about those. Don't worry about those. You just need to worry about this and this and this.
These are the key ones.
Really, like obviously it's, but
sometimes
I do think guys, like when I started DJing, like I do think there was a little bit of attitude of, and this is not all men,
not
but like
men,
a little bit.
That's so important you said that.
Yeah, just
really appreciate that. Yeah. That's going to be the trailer. Not all men and me being like, absolutely. Put that out.
Yeah. That'll get views. Let's go viral. So there was a little bit of like, it's really complicated. You know, like
of course
buttons and lights. But when you really look at it, there's really not that. There's like volume for each track.
That's important.
Bass.
So important.
Mids and highs, and you're just mixing. You're DJing, not to minimize my entire career of my entire communities, but you're literally mixing two songs into each other.
Yeah.
In a way that sounds cool.
That sounds
good.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah,
but you simplify. That does take skill, right?
Yeah, totally. And to do it in a way that actually is really to build a set where someone has like a spiritual moment. That's so hard because you're actually doing something that is like. To then build that into something that's really amazing is hard.
It is so hard.
Because you can be pretty good. But like to read a room and a crowd and a moment and understand nuance and context and history and like all this meaning behind tracks and all this kind of stuff is different. But like to actually just blend them into each other.
That's technically not that difficult.
Well, it just
because sometimes I see some knob switching. I'm like, it needed more gain. Pop that in.
Yeah. Totally. That's why I'm there doing my lipstick, drinking.
Yeah, you got to do something.
Sometimes I do one-handed just for like,
just to
test
cool.
myself, you know.
It's like
like there's a lot of buttons, but like you don't necessarily need all of them. Like back in the day, a mixer would have had like 3 buttons, you know.
Yeah.
No buttons, we just had little like.
And
Yeah.
I was talking to a DJ on the weekend, and well, I think he would be a different story. His name's DJ Pedro. He's a Portuguese man from Adelaide, and he DJs at a lot of wineries. I was doing a stand-up gig at a winery, and he told me two. Well, the first thing he told me he hasn't been cold since 1999, which I found very funny.
What?
He said he goes, I made a decision in 1999 to stop associating the cold with negativity, so I haven't had to wear a jacket since then. And I was like, this guy's crazy. But he's very friendly. But the second thing he told me, he goes, he never knows what he's going to play. He tries to vibe it.
Yeah.
And I was skeptical as well. Like I was like, it's cool to say that, and I'm sure you have moments where you're like, I'll vibe it. But he reckons he does the whole thing.
We do that. True? Georgia and I will be like,
that's crazy
we'll be like,
to me.
We'll like look at each other before a gig and be like, what's the vibe? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And we don't talk, and we'll play the set. Like, or I do that now. Like I won't plan a set.
So say if I'm like, can you play right now?
Yeah, I could do it.
It's not like you just have a set you're doing.
No.
It's like we're just going
I could play off someone else's USB probably and be like, what do you got? Like I'll do a set.
But do you ever get that panicky moment? Because sometimes
not
at like
anymore,
at kick-ons or a house party and you're like, shit,
no,
I've got 12 seconds left of the song and I don't know what's coming next.
Yeah. I have dreams about that shit. I'm like in bed. I'm like, the song's ending. I wake up. I'm like,
oh God.
But like that shit does happen. Sometimes the fucking decks get unplugged or there's an issue or something. But my worst anxiety is like in someone's car when they give me like the aux cord.
Yeah, that's so hard, isn't
like
it?
that's club, festival, fine. Like aux cord on Spotify.
Aux cord, Spotify driving. No. What in God's name do you do?
It's so different.
I think it's
that
like...
That scares me.
Yeah, you can't go... The vibe, it's all vibe. I think you have to kind of go something chill or go something like broad.
And then someone goes like, hey, what about something more upbeat? And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I know, you've
like
nailed it.
Really, that gives me a lot of
Well,
anxiety.
if you're driving on a freeway, this is my hot tip, but you're a few hours in, so you're on a long road trip, you're going chill.
Okay.
Potentially.
What is chill?
Maybe like Leon Bridges or something,
true.
you know.
Yeah.
But then maybe if you've got a 50-minute journey, but you're on the freeway, then you might need a bit more upbeat. Maybe then you put on the Jamie XX album or something.
Yeah,
and it's like, do you know what I mean? Because you're like going somewhere in the immediate future. I've just created this theory in my head.
But then if you're in the car with like someone really trendy, you know, and they're like, you're a DJ, and you're like,
Yeah, so it's so different. It's so different for you.
I want to listen to Hosier, all right? Like, I was walking
Take me to church.
Yeah, like I was walking down the street the other day, and someone's like, I bumped into a friend. They're like, what are you listening to? I was like, Pete Murray. Like,
I've seen better.
He's good.
My girlfriend's got a crush on Pete Murray.
Well, he's hot.
So hot.
So she's got.
I think you
actually do have a little bit of Pete Murray.
You think I look like Pete Murray? Do you know? So my friend does this comedy show occasionally, like once a year at Comedy Festival. It's like a late night fuck around show. Yeah. And each year I'll play Pete Murray. I get up there with a guitar and do like the same jokes about being. People are like, "What are you up to, Pete?" And I'm like, "I own an F45 in Burleigh Heads or whatever." And
oh my God! Well,
yeah, but I like Pete Murray, and I've interviewed him on the project. Fantastic guy.
He's awesome. I just love that you actually do a bit of Pete Murray.
Well, because Pete
was
Murray
that before your girlfriend said he was hot or after?
Great question. Well, I think they're unrelated things. She doesn't even know it. She doesn't support my comedy, so she wouldn't even know.
She doesn't support your comedy.
Yeah, she doesn't
at all.
Yeah, she doesn't.
She doesn't watch.
She's not a fan.
Is that because she'd get the ick?
She'd get the ick for sure.
Yeah.
Seeing someone bomb doing stand-up comedy. You could never have sex with them ever again. You couldn't. Because it's embarrassing.
Is this do other comedians' partners not come and watch their show?
But it would just be a bit... She'll come to a fun gig.
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing like... I mean, if it's at like a fun thing, like... If you're at like a music festival, you would come along. Or if you're going to a fun...
If she wants a free ticket.
Yeah, like if she probably would have come to the winery thing because she could have drunk
like,
free wine.
Hand on, let's go.
Yeah, but
I'm
like...
with the girls,
if she's like, I'm like, do you want to come to Toowoomba RSL?
Is that where you... Is that...
I don't know. It's not exactly the biggest. No disrespect to Toowoomba RSL either. Do you know? I'm just saying in terms of...
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah, interesting.
Occasionally she'll come. If her friends want to come, she'll come along. But she would never come.
Yeah, that's so fair. I just haven't really... Oh, it's so interesting talking to someone that's sort of in a parallel universe.
It is so parallel. I didn't realize till we started chatting how parallel it is.
Yeah. It's really similar.
Even to the point where like you're talking about simplifying the DJing thing. It's like stand-up is not as hard as people make it out to. It is hard. The hardest bit is getting up there.
Yeah.
But it's like, people are like, it's amazing. And it's like, no, if you do it enough, you just learn the things.
And you learn what's funny. Do you go test everything out at Toowoomba RSL and then you bring it to...
No, I test it. And then Toowoomba RSL is the main... Like, that's where I bring it to Toowoomba RSL.
Where do you test it?
Like everywhere. Like you do what you do. And I don't know if you probably do the same thing, is like you would... Every Monday I'll go to stand up at this bar in Melbourne called Spleen.
Oh yeah.
And
wait, is that the one that's open till 5 a.m?
Oh, it's open so late.
That is.
You used to be able to smoke inside there till like pretty recent. Like,
I forgot about it. I fucking love Spleen Bar.
So on Mondays they have a great stand up gig, and it's like
God.
they squeeze like 80 people, 70 people in.
Oh my God.
And so every month, a lot of comedians that people know will go down and they try new jokes. So I'll do that.
Oh my God,
but you always kind of do it. So I'll be doing sets, and then in the middle I'll do new. Basically.
Do you write them before? Like, will you be like telling a funny story and everyone laughs and you're like, that's a good one, and write it down?
Maybe. I'll be like, that could work.
Because I tried to do that for a bit.
Stand up.
No, writing down. Well, someone's like, you're funny, you should be a comedian.
You are very funny.
Oh my God, thank you.
I feel like Baker's Delight, that all not all men stuff you said, that was hilarious.
Well, the elaboration on that is no tall men.
That's actually really funny. That's really funny. Where are my short kings at?
Yeah, no tall men.
No tall men.
For like t-shirts and shit.
Hell yeah. That's really funny. And they're like, oh, there's been a misunderstanding here in a huge way.
Whoa. We didn't say not all men. We said no.
Torment. What did you think? Did you think? No, I'm a feminist. That's so funny.
Yeah,
you got to take that. You got to take that to stage.
You reckon? Next
100%.
Monday, spleen bar.
Get down to spleen. Carl will love this. But yeah, no, you try stuff basically. Yeah. And then I don't know. This is probably. I always think stand-up chat is so boring, but some people are interested.
No, I have to.
Yeah, no, true. So what I will do, everyone's different, but I will, if I have an idea. So say it's like, for example, you're terrific, no tall men joke. Okay. I wouldn't write it down. Yeah. I would just throw it out there. Yeah. And then if it's kind of, I'm like, oh cool, there's something in that. Yeah. Then I might start dot pointing ideas, and then you let it just linger in the head for a while, and then you try to try
it in the wild.
That's kind of the main way I would do it.
Because but everyone's different. I could be funny. Okay. Like enough people said that to me, and I was in a funny period of my life.
I love a funny because I say that to people sometimes. I'm like, I'm funny today. God. And they're like, what?
No, totally.
And I'm like, no, I'm having a funny day.
No, I know.
I'm killing today. Yeah.
And that's why I was scared to come in here. I was like, what if I'm not having a funny day?
No, you're having if this is not a funny day
it's
for
like
you.
A 7.
Oh, I would kill to see a 9 or a 10.
Oh my God, yeah, no, it's
It'd be unreal.
Well, that's the thing. You can't really force it. And so then I was like, all right. And so when I was telling funny stories, I would write them down in my phone. And then one day I tried to rehash them, and I was like, this is
but that's the problem.
That's where I fucked up.
Because there's a comedian, Bill Burr, and he talks about this. He's like, if you've got a funny story, this is why you kind of got to keep it natural and instinctive a little bit, but you've kind of got to learn the beats. Yeah. So it's like, because if you had a really funny story, you're going to tell your friends. Yeah. Like you wouldn't sit in your car. This is Bill Burr's quote, not mine. That you wouldn't. I just want people to know I'm not ripping his great point.
You get rinsed. We're going to get cancelled.
Yeah. But you wouldn't sit in the car before going into the restaurant or the bar. Going over exactly, and then I'll do this bit and that bit because that bit links into that bit. Okay. You would just be like, you're not going to believe what happened, and then you just start telling the story. And there's something about that genuineness, and then I get the natural delivery. It's more unique and more. It's real, basically. So you've kind of got to keep that.
Okay, cool. Well, good. This was 2 years ago, so maybe when I stop playing other people's songs.
But could you do? I don't know if any DJs do this, but just some jokes mid-set. Traditionally, it doesn't work that well.
Yeah,
but it could.
I did do once. Georgia banned me from microphones.
Hell yeah.
At DJ sets after this, but we were playing at the Toff.
You could just
bring
a secret mic in.
Well, you can plug your headphones into the microphone plug, and they become a mic.
Hell yeah! Just
it works like it's like a fucking cans on a string. Like
the
it
promoter
just works
would be like fucking.
I was going, what's the Falls Festival?
Yeah.
And then Georgia's like, you can't do that.
You're banned from it because you were speaking too much.
No, I was just pretending I was at Falls Festival at the Toff. And I got banned.
But that's funny.
Yeah, I know, but you're a comedian. Yeah.
No, I would kill for that.
I was trying to merge my...
But because DJing is cool and club nights are cool, they don't want... I did remember very early on in my stand-up career, someone had some awful backpackers in South Melbourne that doesn't exist anymore. There was he tried to do a stand-up gig at midnight, in between DJs, basically. Oh, yeah, no. And so the DJing stopped, and there's 200 people there. Half of them are probably English backpackers. Yeah. And he's like, all right, we're going to try something different. Let's do some stand-up comedy. 3 of us were booked. No one lasted longer than I think I did it. I reckon I did 90 seconds before I got too scared and walked off stage.
Did you just walk off?
It was too bad. One guy did 5 minutes. It was obviously a bad 5 minutes. I've never seen people more. It was equally confused and disinterested at the same time. It's just not the vibe in any way.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's good to compartmentalize the arts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, stay in your lane. Stay in your stupid lane.
We're definitely getting cancelled.
Why would we what could we possibly get cancelled?
No tall men.
No tall men. Sorry, you fucking 6'7" freaks out there. Yeah, that's right. If you're an NBA player, we don't believe in you. No tall men. That is so funny, and I'll think about that. I'm clipping that. I'm calling it. It's an early clip. Early clip. Hey, this has been so fun. Thank you for. Please come back. We should do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah. And are you in Meredith this year?
Maybe. If I can go for free.
I'm not going.
Okay. So I'm not either.
Soon as well. I'm going to Golden Plains though.
Yeah, I might be there. I'm moving around the corner, so I'll be
From here?
yeah, Racecourse Road.
Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, just give out the address.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah. 139. No, I'm kidding.
139. It is so 139. Hey,
No,
before
it's
you
not.
bailed
It's not.
on
It's
it.
not a
139
I'm not
race.
telling my address.
Go to 139 Racecourse Road.
Freak. Yes.
You know one.
I wonder what is
no,
there.
I'm not going to tell that story.
Yeah, we gotta cut.
We got to go. Hey, thanks so much for
My
coming,
pleasure.
Elizabeth.